You guys ready? Commence what we've been waiting for. T-minus 70 seconds. One minute. A little bit more than 1 minute. All right.
Alright guys, how you doing? This is the Red Pill Dispensary. Alright, if you guys just happen to be turning on YouTube and you saw this, you're in for a treat. This is going to be a big show. My last two shows, they've cut me in the middle of the stream. So I got really mad yesterday. This is the second half of yesterday. But since then, I've gotten my hands on a few things just released. And this is why I'm going to explain this. This is why General Flynn was so crucial, okay? Because once his court date was, once that was all over and they were able to look at the discovery of that case and the evidence of that case, which included the messages between Strzok and Page, and the text messages came out before. What's coming on now? It seems to be like they were talking through like Google Draft. They thought they were slick. Well, we got it all. Also, just released. It turns out in 2009 that Hillary and their State Department was colluding with the Russians. Yes. And okay, and so not only they were colluding with the Russians, but the Russian spy that they were so close with, is the same exact spy that they used to launch the whole thing against Trump. You might know his name, Michael Steele. All right, that's a bombshell. For years, this country, Russia. Well, guess what? Yeah, there was a story there. It's just the other way around. This is exactly what these secret societies teach these things. It is like a part of politics to a point, but to this level, no. This is something else. This is treason. This is a lot of other things besides treason. You just accuse the other side of what you're doing. So I got all those documents here for you. Can I get a 5x5? Can you guys hear me? Everything good? Hello. You guys can hear me, right? Could you guys hear everything I was saying? I mean, what are you guys talking about? Religion and stuff? What the hell? Alright, well listen guys, this video is very important. So, alright, I'm not even gonna look too much at the chat. But, I just want, I gotta get this out. And also, guys, I just need a 5x5 that you guys can hear what I was saying before about these documents. I'll check it myself. It's not your fault. It's 5 something in the morning. So this 5:35 in the morning we started the show. All right. I'll just play it. Years, this country, Russia. Okay, so yeah, I'm just surprised there wasn't more wow faces out there. But you know what? Okay, so imagine that. For years, Russia. Now we have proof. It was just released. Literally just released. I'm talking yesterday. Then 2 days ago or 3 days ago, they released everything from the Flynn trial. Well, they have released a bunch of stuff before, but not this. This was the big one. It wasn't the text message. It's like they used Google Draft. They thought they were slick. And they'd speak that way without actually like sending the email. That is, you become like buddies on there and then do drafts and you can see them and you communicate that way. They thought they were slick. For to be honest with you, for senior FBI agents, I mean, like, potentially, like, had all this not gone down because of his father, Strzok would have eventually potentially been the head of the FBI. Now we got them on all these documents. Wait until you see what I got. This isn't anything you've seen anywhere else unless you 100% up to date and just saw this stuff today or yesterday. Okay, so this is going to be, I'm like looking at some of this stuff. All right, so this is going to be very interesting, and we're going to jump right into it. But first, like I said, my last 2 shows have been cut off, so I am going to finish where I left off on my shows. All right, so which really is like nothing. It's just real quick. I just don't like to leave things incomplete. Okay, so this is what they took me down for. Oh, by the way, Solomon reports. So he reported all this stuff about human trafficking, and then guess what? They took him down on Twitter. He's the #1 reporter on Crossfire Hurricane. which is, the code name for basically what's going down. The storm, the fact what they try to do to Trump, and how it's getting flipped on them, and how everything's coming out. Everything. All right? They have it all. We have it. Well, I wrote in the title we have it all, but we basically have it all. But yeah. It's just you never know. There's so much that's gonna come out. But as far as these issues go, we have it all. Okay. Okay, so yeah, here's what got me kicked off. Here's where they cut me. So I'm gonna put it up again, motherfuckers. Okay, so Senate report links Hunter Biden to prostitution and human trafficking ring. That was back September 23rd. That might be news to some of you. Now, if you guys are here, you guys are truthers, you might know that, but 99% of people do not know that story. And also what I'm going to be doing in this show. President Trump did something very interesting yesterday. Everything I showed in my last show and everything I'm showing right now, literally, I would say every single post or every other post he refers to and then says the words in the post. Literally, okay? You don't believe me? Well, we're going to go through that speech after we look at the documents. Okay, but first this. So anyways, according to that, I didn't even get... So I put that up, that's when I went down. So no media coverage? Why? The same people who control the media, the same people who are the part of the evil and corrupt system of control. Crimes against humanity. You are not meant to think for yourself. You are not meant to challenge their power, control, obey, and accept. Illusion of democracy, illusion of freedom. Why does the media push division? Why does the media incite violence? Why does the media pit race versus race? Why does the media pit religion versus religion? Why does the media pit sex versus sex? Why does the media pit class versus class? Divided you are weak. Divided you fight each other. Divided you pose no threat to their system of control. Unite. Unity is strength. Unity is power. Unity is humanity. Controlled media plays a major role in shaping the narratives to keep you powerless, helpless, and asleep and unaware of truth. Enemy of the people, enemy of humanity. I couldn't agree more. I have so many family members who literally, when I talk to them, they get angry, red in the face. People don't want to be told that everything that they think they know is a lie. I get that. So I do it gently. It doesn't matter. Same response. And that's how deep the programming, if you catch my drift, goes. Okay. So we went over this, bigger than you can imagine. Let the truth be told, political spying illegal, less than 1%. They're saying less than 1% of the intelligence community and things like that were actually involved. It was really just the people at the top. Okay. Everyone has a choice to make against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Interesting. Who are they referring to here? And by the way, we're talking about, this is the Midnight Riders. That's what they're called now. That's what they requested to be called. So that's what I'm calling them. I don't want Uncle Al coming in here, Okay. Oh, yeah. They just keep on attacking the group, I'm not surprised by that one bit. Okay. Now, we were talking about this yesterday. I was talking about Vegas. I was talking about how we basically saved the ass of who is now the Prince of Saudi Arabia, which is why we got him by the balls, which is why, dozens of his cousins died or disappeared. The one who is really supposed to take power, who was cool with Obama, He's gone. That's the and then Aloweed. So look at this. Who controls Will's significant influence regarding the Clinton party? Well, let's see. Check this out. So this is from Lona Valmoro to Hillary Clinton. Oh, this is part of the emails. Okay. Unclassified, released in full. And then, of course, we have Huma Abedin. She's, I mean, if it's Hillary, it's her. I would like to see George Soros, who may have asked for an appointment. Jeff Skoll, who runs the Skoll Conference at Oxford. I haven't attended. Jan Piercy knows how to reach him. Now, they're talking code a lot, but I think that, this is straight up. All right, so put the main thing here. All right, and this whole Antifa, all right, they're setting fires, they're doing all this stuff, trying to cut down electric poles. Listen, that's who it is. And I'm telling you right now, I already get all this chatter. He's going down. He's legit going down. Look at this. Unrest in Albania. This is from Hillary to Jake Sullivan. Sound familiar? You guys know him, right? All right. How do you think the press conference went? Okay, how do you think the press conference went? And then 2H. They all refer to her as H, by the way. That's what they do. FYI. Oh, you know what? He forwarded her unrest in Albania for your information. Then it looks like a bunch of people. This is where a bunch of people got involved because it's the State Department. Below now, so with all these people involved, unrest in Albania, they forward it. And then look, below message is from George Soros for the secretary. Okay? Remember, she had actually asked to understand his organization was sending through other channels as well. Interesting. Other channels. Were they using the satellite system that they had on lock? Were they using, and by the way, I'm talking about the NROC? Were they using, who knows what kind of channels they were using, but they were not official channels, I'll tell you that. Dear Hillary, a serious situation has arisen. Okay, wait. Rich, here's the text of the message. I'm available to talk at any time. Thanks. This is 10/30/2015, by the way. She's getting ready to run at this point. So, dear Hillary, a serious situation has arisen in Albania which needs urgent attention at senior levels of U.S. government. You may know that an opposition demonstration in Tirana on Friday resulted in the death of 3 people and destruction of property. There are serious concerns about further unrest connected to a counter-demonstration to be organized by the governing party on Wednesday and a follow-up event by the opposition 2 days later to memorialize the victims. The prospects of tens of thousands of people entering the streets in an already inflamed political environment bodes ill for the return of public order in the country's fragile democratic process. Sound familiar? I think there's a reason we're being pointed to this. Sounds like her little buddy that she wanted to get in touch with. So now I want to look at that date from that last one. Here it is. Oh, look at this. So, no, wait. I want to see the exact date. Oh, and by the way, Oh, and then look, the answer is yes on Soros. I didn't even read this. Sorry about that. So, so Hillary said, I want to see Soros, and then asked about those two other guys. Yes on Soros. All right. Now, who may have asked for an appointment? That could be kind of cold talk, and maybe that's what's going on. Well, you know what? They probably did. No, maybe it's not. But it sounds like they set this Albania thing up, along with countless others. Just like we talk about the Iranians doing it, which they do. You know, they have proxy wars all over the place. But you know, our CIA, and when you have someone like Hillary in there, your State Department is doing it. And you know what? We'll always be doing it to a point. But when you have like these people of satanic nature and of no no integrity, they don't understand the difference between ends justifying means, yet um, be being a humanitarian, a true humanitarian, and really like helping people without taking away their ability to help themselves. That's a key part, the second part. But anyway, so the response is yes on Soros. Jeff is here, 25th, 27th, and on my radar screen for DC meeting. On my radar screen for DC. Yeah, maybe that guy was in trouble. All right, so let's see. All right, I believe two things need to be done urgently. Bring the full weight of the international community to bear on Prime Minister Berisha and opposition leader Eddie Rama. Heard that name before? I've heard that name plenty of times. I'm sure you guys have too. 2. Appoint a senior European official as a mediator. While I am concerned about the rhetoric being used by both sides, I am particularly worried about the actions of the Prime Minister. There is a videotape of National Guard members firing on demonstrators from the roof of the Prime Ministry. The prosecutor appointed by the Democratic Party has issued arrest warrants for the individuals in question. The Prime Minister had previously accused the opposition of intentionally murdering these activists as provocation. After the tape, this isn't from Sullivan, by the way. Wait till you see who this is from. I bet you could guess. After the tape came out, deputies from his party accused the prosecutor of planning a coup d'etat in collaboration with the opposition, a charge Mr. Berisha repeated today. No arrests have been made as of this writing. The demonstration resulted from opposition protests over the conduct of parliamentary elections in 2009. 2009. Remember that? Okay, 2009. Remember that? The political environment, just remember that, has deteriorated ever since and is now approaching levels in 1997, when similar issues caused the country to slide into anarchy and violence. There are signs that Eddie Rama's control of his own people is slipping, which may lead to further violence. The U.S. and the EU must work to complete harmony over this, but given Albania's European aspirations, the EU must take the lead. That is why I suggest appointing a media such as Carl Bildt, Marty Atsari, or Miroslav Lachak, all of whom have strong connections to the Balkans. My foundation in Tirana, he has a foundation everywhere, is monitoring the situation closely and can provide independent analysis of the crisis. How is it that George Soros has more analytical power than the potential to be president in 2015 and Secretary of State and all this stuff, the wife of a former president. I mean, the most plugged-in person in Washington is getting all this information from a guy who he's the one with, as he put it, his and can provide, and this is a key word, independent analysis of the crisis. Now, think about what that means. You know what I mean? Like, you can kind of form your own opinion. It's independent analysis. So, it doesn't look like you're favoring one side or the other. Although he 110% is, and you know it. Thank you, George Soros. All right, so you guys just got a glimpse on how a government takeover happens. That's how George Soros makes it happen. You guys got a glimpse. There's been many emails like that since, I'm sure, except to, Barack Hussein. Okay. And others. Oh, and Mr. Kerry there. All right. Mr. Follow Trump around the world Kerry. Just like Hussein. And you know what? So now on that, what we just read, I know that was a lot. That's like crazy. So who controls and wields significant influence regarding the Hussein Democratic Party? Well, who is it? It looks like it's Soros, big time, right? Because that ended up all going down. She took his advice on all that. Now let's see another one. Now what's this? FYI. Sid. Huh. Please print for me. Okay, yeah, the way to do it is like start at the bottom and then go up. Okay, so what the okay, put in original message. Alright, 2H subject. Who's it from? Oh, original message from H. So this is from Hillary. To whom Aberdeen, and she's saying print this. So she came across this and she wants it printed. Scorecard research. Heard about this yesterday. Also, Pelosi told Democracy Alliance, when I go to the White House, I feel like I think that's supposed to be like fucking dealing with the junior senator from Illinois. I mean, FM isn't. I mean, maybe she went to FN. FN dealing with the junior senator from Illinois. Well, that would be Obama. When was this written? Oh, 2010? Right? Oh, so maybe that's like a compliment about this person? Okay. Sorry about that. I'm trying to figure out what this person, what she's trying to say. What is this Sid? Who Sid? Can anyone help me out with that? Sid? That's not familiar to me. Messina was a serious bust there this morning. Goolsby debated Trumka. Now, okay. Why is it the W's are separated from everything? Why do they separate? The W, I'm telling you, they do so much to hide meanings. What is up with these W's being connected? Right here again. Every W. Hen, I go. W. Height. WW. World War. Worldwide. Another W. Look at this. 2-1, 2-1, we'll say 2-12-12. Or man, well, you always got to think backwards too. To be honest with you, 21, 21. I don't know, man. I don't know. HY debated Trumpka. Like, is that an actual person? Or are they like referring to you know who? To Trump. Alright, I'm trying not to get in the weeds too much. I want to really get to these docs. Oh, what's this? And you know what? These anons, they do a good job. I don't want to. Okay, but I did see. See? They were hiding stuff in there. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is something. This is something. I wonder if anyone figured this out. They must have. It's so obvious. People must have figured this out. Check this out. So this is what she's talking about. Flutek. And wasn't that the name of that? Either the last name or something? Flutek. SS. Whatever replaces the Dollinger HY212112. What the hell is it? It's only 2490. What? Outer diameter. What is that? Just pipes? Pipes? Oh, filters? I doubt it's about friggin' filters. It just happened to be the number. I'm an idiot. But this is something I can tell. Right here. Oh, that's what we're reading. Anyways, alright, back to it. Oh, does he mention it here? Anyways, okay. There's something to it. It's shady. Why do they separate the W? I don't know yet. If someone has an answer, I'm gonna check on you guys real quick, and then I'm gonna power through these documents. Because honestly, I'm not even starting with the best. The best is to come. As people are waking up. Oh, you guys couldn't see? Damn it! This is why I gotta look at it more. I'm so sorry. Okay, it's all right though. You didn't really miss much. It was me kind of just trying to figure things out. Thank you. I will fix that. Okay, so share. Share screen. Sorry about that. Boom. 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 Okay. Boom. All right. Okay, so now you guys heard me read them, right? Here they are, by the way, just so you know. I would like to see George Soros, who may have asked for an appointment. Jeff Skoll, who runs the Skoll conference, and Jan Pershing knows how to reach him. And then Huma answered yes on Soros. Jeff is here, April 25th, da da da, and on my radar screen. Okay. So that's like the setup. And then comes this letter from George Soros. Dear Hillary. And he's talking about the situation in Albania. Okay? And they both know there's money to be made. There's, they can come up with something. And he basically gives her, like, he's like, hey, they fight on civilians, and he's basically kind of giving her the roadmap, like, hey, this is what we can say. I guarantee you anything, even though I don't know anything about this situation. I'm going to tell you right now, it was probably the other way around. Like, as far as the oppressed and the oppressor, the righteous and the not so righteous, the ones doing crimes against humanity, let's say, really actually hurting people, not flying straight, was the other way around than how he puts it in this letter. So I read this letter to you guys, right? You guys got that, right? So my foundation in Tirana is monitoring the situation closely and can provide independent analysis of the crisis. Like, really? He's speaking to, this is in 2015, not early 2015, October 2015. She is actively running for president, and at the time, everybody was like, yeah, she's going to win. Nobody thought anyone would beat her. Once they screw Bernie, the first time, all you Bernie people, I'm telling you guys, and then we find, and then, you know what? I'm just gonna show you right now. I can't wait, because it all ties in. Oh, you know what? No, you guys couldn't see. And then I'll show you that. Okay, so it goes on. Below was the message from George Soros for the secretary. Understand his organization was sending through other channels as well. We mentioned that. All right. Unrest in Albania. Yeah. Because we wanted unrest. Oh, I'm sorry. George Soros wanted unrest. And Hillary saw dollar signs. And Obama saw a way of furthering his globalist agenda. And all those generals that just love sending off boys, our little boys. As a 36-year-old, I look at an 18-year-old as a boy. Until you're 25, until 21, but really 25, I kind of look at you as a boy. Now, don't get me wrong. I've met people who are 18 who are men, usually veterans, but yeah. And that's nothing against manhood. It's just, I don't know. Men know what I mean. If you don't know what I mean, you might have some growing up to do. Okay. So, and then we get this. So this one's really interesting, look at all this crap. Flag false, deleted by device. True. Oh, holy sh! Okay, we're reading this. This is crazy. Okay. So they are. This is the Huffington Post, Washington. At a private meeting on Tuesday afternoon, George Soros, a longtime supporter of, by the way, I'm saying all these names and all this stuff. Listen, because there's so many, yeah, they probably will censor it, definitely. So what I need is for you guys to share thumbs up, all that, please. I could be Adam, literally speak in tongues, but I'm just not that guy. I'm sorry. I won't say, I'll say Midnight Riders, as they requested. They said, don't say the letter or anything to do with that letter. Say the Midnight Riders. So that's what I'm doing. They requested it. There's certain wicked obvious ones you don't say, So, like Marlo said, the roll up your sleeve, you know what I mean? You guys get it. But I just can't stand people like that. They just, it goes right through me. It goes right through me. Because you are actively not, literally giving up freedoms and doing it to tens of thousands of people and making it seem like it's okay and it's normal. I know we have Uncle Al out there, and it is true. It does. It's getting good, but I'm not gonna friggin' speak in tongues. I might. I'll be smart about it, but anyways, I just got upset because you know what? Lately, I see so many people who have no idea what is going on right now, what is about to come and what has come in the past few days. Now, this is what the Midnight Riders were talking about when they said from the 21st to the 25th, they were talking about the release of this information. It ended up being the 24th and the 25th, respectively. And by the way, that's not what I'm reading right now that he's talking about. You guys still haven't seen the documents. So let me get through this. As if you guys are stopping me. It's me. But you guys can see, right? Oh, yeah. That's a huge way that they do it. That's one of the main ones. Screen's black? Oh, they took away the screen? Is it black now? I hope not. So Soros voiced blunt criticism of the Obama administration. Whoa! When was this? This is November 17th, 2010. Interesting date. Why is that an interesting date? November 17th, 2010. Why does that stick out? Let's see. Maybe this story will make it. It probably will. So he was criticizing the Obama administration, going so far as to suggest the Democratic donors direct their support somewhere other than the president. He wanted Hillary. They obviously had a pretty good relationship, as we saw with their destabilization of a government in Albania and causing unrest and countless death and suffering. Oh, I get so pissed. The Hungarian American Jew, and hey, some of my best friends are Jews. Nothing wrong with that. I'm talking about this type of guy, the type of guy who helps round them up, which is what he did in World War II. Disgusting. Now, you got a gun to your head. No, he did it, and he said it was the best days of his life. His fondest memories was when he was rounding up his fellow Jewish community for the Nazis. And this is the guy wielding all this power in Washington. I hate it. I hate it when people take a faith and they use it as cover for their operations. It's been done with Jews for a long time. It's been done with Muslims. It's been done with Christians. It's been done with every religion. Some more than others, but every religion has had this done. History is not what you learn in elementary school in those history books, folks. I'd love to write like a history book, but like the real history, Get a bunch of FOIAs, get a bunch of stuff's already been declassified, just stuff I just know, I don't know, I just learned it along the way. I don't know. Okay, all right, let's go. Was speaking to a small side gathering of donors who I convened, and so I'm basically, I'm unfiltered like a motherfucker. But I can't. I'm not gonna be. And you know what? I should actually be really careful. I want this video up. I still haven't gotten to the documents, but this is like crazy. I mean, this is nuts. For the annual gathering of the Democracy Alliance, a forum community well-funded, of course, progressive-minded individuals. Progressive does not mean liberal. Not the way not the liberal I grew up on. And activists. According to multiple sources with knowledge of his remarks, Soros told those in attendance that he is used to fighting losing battles, but doesn't like to lose without fighting. Well, he's definitely, you know what? He's telling the truth there, because he's been fighting this whole time with the Midnight Rioters and Trump. He's been fighting. I mean, look at Antifa. Look at what they're doing. But key word that he mentioned, losing battles. Nothing can stop what is coming. And I will be doing a devil's advocate video soon as well. I like to do those because, guys, we have to check ourselves at the door. We have to know. We have to almost police our own information, our own stuff. Make sure that nobody's taking advantage of us. Okay? That's why I do that. We have just lost this election. We needed to draw a line. Oh, so when is this? He said, according to several Democrats. So, and if this president can't do what we need, it is time to start looking somewhere else. Michael Vacan and advisor Soros did not dispute the comment, though he stressed that there was no transcript of a private gathering to check. Vachon also clarified that the longtime progressive giver was not referring to a primary challenger to the president. So he must have been talking about Hillary. Mr. Soros fully supports the president as the leader of the Democratic Party. That's the bullshit. All right. It's 11/3/2016. Progressives to be more forceful in promoting their agenda. He was stressing the importance. Oh, so hold on a tick. 11/3/2016. Oh, shit. So, actually, I think he was speaking. Is this like election day? Is this that magical night? And he was talking about Hillary? And who wanted to see this? They said, print this out for me. Yeah. H, as she goes by. Progressives to be more forceful in promoting their agenda. Yep, he's doing that. He was stressing the importance of being heard by elected officials. Dissatisfaction with the Obama administration was not limited to his private gathering with donors. On Wednesday morning, Deputy Chief of Staff Jim Messina received several tough questions during his address to the Democracy Alliance. According to a source in the room, he was pressed most of the time as to why the administration has declined to be more combative with Republicans. See, I'm still trying to figure out, is this 2010 or is this 2016? Now I'm starting to think it's 2010 again. So, okay, so he's not happy. We get it. So, okay, so the comment is really what this is all about. There are a handful of funders committed to the idea of taking on corporate interests in politics. I think the Supreme Court's Citizens United decision allowing unlimited corporate donations in campaigns intellectually caused a shift to want to deal with corporate money. Exactly. The worst things ever. The election results split the partners in the Democracy Alliance, not down the middle, between those who say let's fight back and those who say we have to change the rules. I'm with these folks. We have to change the rules. All right. So, and by the way, hold on. Let me see. Yeah, pager. Because this is straight from her. So these are pictures. Okay. So that's nothing. All right. Heard about this yesterday. Now what is all right? So now that we know what we know, heard about this yesterday. Also, Pelosi told Democracy Alliance, when I go to the White House, I feel like I must be fucking dealing with the junior senator from Illinois. Wow, so she was dissing Obama. Messina was so this is 2010, not 2016. Sorry but I was right all along. But for a second there, it sounded like 2016, and it had a date there. But that was just when it was released, I believe, right before the election. Because I think the election was actually like the 9th or the 8th. Okay, so but why? What's up with the W's? W, W, W. Why? Two. Oh, okay. I know what that. I'm sorry. I know what that is. Okay. Sam Stein. So is that the author? Any? Did they write about how they feel about it? FYI. Okay. Please print for me. I want to know what's up with the W's. You know what? Anons are so amazing. Because we haven't gotten to the documents yet, guys. So this is it. This is the last thing I'm gonna. Well, not the last. I just gotta finish the fun stuff. But I just want to see what I get. Has no one like noticed this? Like, there's something to that. Any theories out there? Any theories, guys? I just don't get it. All right. Anyways, I'm going to ponder on it, and I'm going to do some research on it. I don't want to do it live when I literally have two of the biggest documents I've been talking about and waiting for I don't know, 3 years. So yeah, I want to get to those. But first, we do have to do this. It's not like it's a bad thing. This is amazing. Okay. Everyone has a choice to make. Foreign, against all enemies, foreign and domestic, which is obviously in the oath, which I took after 9/11 as a young, dumb guy. But you know what? I'll tell you, I really was exposed to a lot of cool stuff, and you know, it's hard to say, like, I wish I could go back, because it makes you who you are. And then the question becomes, do you like who you are? Okay, so different factions. So after reading that, let's see what the Midnight Riders say. Different factions of foreign primary control. Who paid Hussein's Harvard law degree? I'd like to know that myself. I was thinking, but what comes to my mind is Valerie Jarrett. I don't know. Just thinking. Or maybe, I thought she maybe found him at Harvard. So let's see. But you know what? Usually when there's a question, the answer comes in other questions. So I already know the answer. I'm just playing with you guys. Ready? Who financed Hussein's political life? Who is Prince Al Walid bin Talal? He was the next in line to be king. But like I said yesterday, Trump made sure that didn't happen. He got taken out. I believe he was in a helicopter when he got taken out. And I think he's the one that owned the top 3 floors in Vegas, where somebody did something down at a crowd, right? He owned those top 3 floors, and that's where that person was. And at the same time, the current prince was also in Vegas, and the FBI went in, took him out, protected him, and got him out of there. Trump saved his ass and helped take out his enemies, which were the way it works is the cousins. That's why the royal family is huge. So I'm kind of guessing on if he owned those four, but I know that one of the princes did. And I know that, so anyways, I'm guessing that he was a helicopter club. There was so many deaths at that time. They weren't reporting them all at all. Why are Hussein's school records under seal? Interesting. These are pretty interesting questions, because he's not asking. He knows the answer. And the answer is mind-blowing. I mean, this is crazy, guys. This is crazy. Competing factions, each with the horse in a race, seeking direct White House control. Plus U.S. and so they want White House, but you know what they really want? The U.S. military and trillions overseas transfer of U.S. taxpayer funds, which is what they did. Now it came out, Biden ended up getting much more from Ukraine than they thought, much more from Russia than they thought, I'm sorry, from China than they thought, and the what was it? The something of Russia. I'll let Trump say it because I'm gonna let Trump say this soon. I'll let him say it. All right, give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. Come in. 6:45. You hear me? Come on, I woke you up at 6. You wouldn't get up. 6:45. You're 45 minutes late. 45 minutes late, Amanda. You're 45 minutes late. You gotta get up. Sorry about that. It's like waking up a child. Okay, so all working together, coordinated infiltration, not invasion. VJHA. There it is. VJ, Valerie Jarrett. Valerie Jarrett. That's what it is.
5 o'clock. I
Oh,
need to
6 o'clock, not 5 o'clock.
I
You
said
said
5 o'clock.
You said 6 o'clock, Amanda. Don't tell me. I was up at 5 o'clock when you told me 6 o'clock. And then I got you up at 6 and you wouldn't get up. Just like you weren't getting up now. Hear me. I shaked you and everything. All right. Sorry about that. I gotta do this. We actually have a meeting today with my grandfather died.
We didn't get ready, stuff ready and stuff.
I did. Well, I told you I had to take care of myself. I did.
Where?
Okay. So VJ, that's Valerie Jarrett. All working together. HA, Homer Aberdeen. What happens to U.S. taxpayers' funds transferred overseas under guise of aid, military, and climate? Like if they did that Paris Climate Accord, that's basically just draining U.S. taxpayers. U.S. taxpayers funding the destruction of America? We were, and we will be again if Trump isn't elected, I'll tell you that much. Now check this out. 4 families, 3 generations. Brown, Pelosi, Newsom, Getty. Brown, money to Brown campaign from Newsom. All right. Pelosi, John Pelosi. So these are the parents, by the way. These are the generations. Okay? Think of this as like, here's Nancy, by the way. Here's her father, John Pelosi. By the way, mafia connections. Just letting you know. Partners in Squaw Valley with William Newsom. Newsom's informally adopt Gordon. So they actually adopt Paul Getty's Gordon. And then Newsom's son was so he adopts Gordon from Paul Getty, and Newsom's son, William Jr., was Paul Getty's lawyer, or their family's lawyer. Then he has Tessa, Barbara, and now this William Jr. Appoints, so he becomes a judge. So he became a judge, and then as judge, helps change trust law to benefit Gordon, retires and administers Gordon's trusts. Wow. There's the House Speaker. Pat Brown. Governor approves Squaw Valley concession for Newsom and Pelosi. Here we have. Then we have Pat. Pat was the governor, I guess. Pat Brown was the governor. Then Jerry Brown. Forgive me, this seems like a California thing. So for you California people who are asleep, but you'll see this tomorrow. So Pat, the Browns are involved in this as well, and then his son Jerry, also governor. He appointed William Jr. Getty's informally adopt Gavin. I see. So informally, so they didn't do it in court, but they, take them under their wing. So William Newsom, the grandfather, adopted Gordon. Okay, who ended up getting helped out by William Jr., who was the judge. And then, as a thank you, Gordon and the Gettys informally adopt Gavin Newsom, who is the current governor. Plump Jack business seeded by Getty Trust. So you see, he has people he needs to take care of. I mean, these are powerful families. 4 families, 3 generations. Unbelievable. The swamp runs deep, especially in California. So if anyone asks you, why is it? I mean, how could one state turn out to just fall apart and just be so disgusting and have so many problems and so much homeless and so much poverty when it's such a beautiful place with so much money in Silicon Valley and great cities? Well, the answer is this: corruption. Ooh, I want to show it. Let me get it. Oh, you guys are in for a treat. Okay. Alright, so John Solomon was taken down. Oh, and then this is way back. Look at this. Way back, December 11th, 2015. Dopey Prince Aloid Tilal wants to control our U.S. politician with daddy's money. So his father was the king. So he was next in line. Got taken out. And not to lunch, as monograph says. Can't do it when I get elected. And that's true. He told the truth. He told the truth. You can't do it when I get elected because you'll be dead. And I'm going to put someone else in. Someone who I can control. Which is why for the first time, actually the first time ever, because Israel hasn't been around that long, what's it called? And this is kind of weird though. Jared Kushner was there. Kushner, Pompeo, all the important people. They flew over Saudi, Yemen, and Jordan airspace and landed in Israel. And then they flew from Israel back and again over their airspace. And when they did it, they almost kind of did like a little loop. Now, I don't think it was... Yesterday I said it was a screw you, but I shouldn't have said that. But, it was more symbolic, I mean, they're making peace deals over there. But, that's pretty crazy, that now, we went from that. I mean, when this guy that Trump just tweeted about that I just read, when he was in power, or when his father was in power, and he was about to be in power, if Hillary won, a peace deal would never happen. They would never allow that. But it's a whole different world. And that was one of the first things Trump did. I mean, Trump's done... The thing is, people know Trump has done so much, but there's so much that is like basically classified, and you can't talk about it. Listen, North Korea is not going to be a problem. North Korea is like, you know, they're cool. They're not gonna. When I say cool, I mean the two leaders. There's not going to be a problem there. In fact, I think they're part of some kind of little plan. I don't know how I got here. Oh yeah, I thought they changed. They had a new Time magazine cover, but I wasn't thinking it's only in January. And then the whole Saudi thing, and that's affected so much around the world. It's really amazing. Taking on China, telling the EU to, taking on Iran and making them look like little bitches. Not that going to war makes you a man. I'm just saying, we bitch slap the guy who likes to make proxy wars and cause suffering. The guy who commanded their elite force that would go around and do stuff like that. So the world is waking up. Is this about the virus or the election? And did you guys hear? If you saw my show, you did. Now the new thing is, washing your hands and wearing masks has caused a mutation where in Houston, 99.9% have this new mutation where it goes, masks and washing your hands doesn't protect you. That's what was reported. Okay? And this isn't some like BS news site. It was reported in the Telegram. So, it's like a legit thing. So, all right. Tracking events, scope exceeds illegal spy campaign. Look at this. Durham's coming, baby. I gotta start going quicker. Durham assumed parts of John Hoover's Clinton Foundation review source. Then Attorney General Jeff Sessions directed Hoover in 2017 at the Clinton Foundation. Aspects of U.S. Attorney General Hoover's investigation. So this is all about Hoover, who we've known about, and Durham, who we've come to know about, of course. 7th floor FBI team removed, terminated. 7th floor is no more? Normal? Not at all. What other investigations, same team, touch after outcome? How are other investigation bridged to a legal spy campaign? Interesting. Bigger than you can imagine. And I think what he was talking about there was Flynn as one of, and then many more as well. Because wait till you see what came out of that Flynn investigation. I'm about to show you. There is a reason why this was leaked today. The election infection cannot stop what is coming. Oh, that's a good one. The election infection. That's a good one. That's a good one. Red October upcoming. Make your depth 50 feet. Zero bubble. All right. Well, as somebody, I was always shore duty in the Navy, but I was direct support to submarines. And what I can tell you is he's basically letting him know, yes, getting your submarine. You know what I mean? But when you made your depth 50 feet, you no longer have to be hidden as well. And anyone who wants to add to that, feel free. Because I never actually went on the sub. But I did learn some of the lingo. Okay. I love this. Let the truth be told. It is the only way. You can't hide from the truth. Durham is coming. Durham is soon past. So Durham's coming. Yes, he is. Oh man, that's so sexy. I can't wait. I love this. I was gonna make this the thing for the the thumbnail. Maybe I should have. Patriots in control. Enjoy the show. Hunters become the hunted. The hunt is on below the depths of the DC swamp. And it's funny, Hunter Biden, All right, now check this out, guys. See this picture? Look, this is the Trump team, right? Wait, but who's that? Isn't that, what's his name? Wait a second. Guys, name these people for me, because I know that these two, I know bueno, I'm pretty sure. And what is this back here? And by the way, yes, that's Trump's head. So anyone who wants to tell you that letter or, the Midnight Riders is fake, the Anons, they have these guys, they analyze pictures and they can tell if it's the original picture, meaning the person who put this picture actually, took it or had it firsthand. And of course, the metadata showed that that was the case. All right, this is not fake. My only thing I worry about is what if it was something to try to distract us. And something like, the result of AI with, they say they're at 5,000 qubits. I think they're at like 20,000 qubits with the D wave. Things like that. Whatever stuff going on at CERN. It just then technology we don't even know about. But really, I think more so AI with D wave. How quick it could compute and then be self-learning. Trying to reach singularity. Tracking events? Question mark. Now you see that? Tracking events? That's going to fit into what I'm getting into. Not long now, and then there's 3 stars. That's for Flynn. General Flynn. These people are stupid. Pandemic. Dem panic. Midnight Riders ride. Information warfare. By the way, that was right after my show. Okay, look at this. Pretty cool. We're gonna keep going. Designates the KKK and Antifa as terrorist organizations. Financially legally backed orgs. DA set free blockade post-terrorist designate. DA no proof individual linked to Antifa argument coming. Antifa mapping began long ago. So these like Oregon, the local DAs are going to try to help them, but they've been keeping track on these folks for a long time. Some will take the easy path and exit early. I think he's talking about Suicide Weekend. Judgment is coming. Worth remembering. Think what you now know. And here's Comey. So think about what you now know. With Comey, this whole thing. So it was all lies. No treason, no spying on the campaign, no tapping Trump's wires. It was just good people trying to protect America. What? Who wrote that? Oh, it's an opinion piece by the guilty party himself in the Washington Post. The Washington Post, they're literally like, you ever hear political capital? They only have so much political capital left. Who's gonna trust them anymore to even print that? Ugh, gross. Here we go. So back 3/27/18, free Flynn. Done in 30. House cleaning. White House secured. Final stage. And that was also 3/27/18. But there's something to the times, guys. Just so you know, there's a lot to the times, actually. So 2, I got a 2 here, and then it doesn't go the way you think it goes. It actually goes so 31, 48. That's what I got out of it. 248. 248. And it could be 2 years. There could be something I'm missing. 48 weeks. That matchup. Maybe. It might be 48 weeks since then. I don't know. But there's always something, I'm telling you. That's something that I haven't seen anybody on the internet break down. So I'm not going to read this out loud, but you guys can see that. Okay? And we got Obamagate. Look at that. And look at this. This is Watergate. That's how big what we're talking about is. The news is not reporting it. Who's here in your morning news? The Red Pill Dispensary. That's who's reporting it. Never bring an arrow in a quiver to a loser missile fight. You know why? Check this out. Alright, so goodbye, Mr. Rosenstein, still overseeing Supreme Court. Special counsel. Scheduled for tomorrow. Where's Huber? Nobody is above the law. The world is watching. See, the where's Huber? That was one of those disinformation is necessary. What if there's another prosecutor outside of D.C. assigned by Sessions with the same mandate authority? One for the history books. Not long now. He was talking about Durham. This is back December 12th, 2018. Differences in time, by the way, 11 and 59. So 11:59, 11:59. 1159.
I need the phone.
You come here?
I need the phone. For the laundry.
Hey,
Do you
this
have-
charger don't work, by the way. It's not working right. Can you put it on the good charger, please, that you had yours on?
Do you have any clothes that you're gonna wash? Because I'm washing my clothes.
Yeah, the black.
Where?
Right there.
I don't see it.
With the gray pants.
Where?
The black shirt right there, you know.
With what? With what?
The gray with the coffee.
Where?
Out there, remember? We used it to. Alright. Sorry guys. I'm like I really should be stopping the show, but like I just can't. Okay, so we're here. Ready guys? Okay, so this is what just came out. This is what I wanted to get to. Okay. This is I want to make sure I do it in chronological order. So 5/17/2017. 422. All right, we'll start here. This is Strzok and Page speaking. They thought they were slick. So this is as soon ago as 2017, April. What am I doing? April 11th. All right. And look, they're talking. It's like basically midnight. Idea of his. Well, you know what? Let me check that one other one. All right, I got that one up too, and then this one. All right, guys, this all just came out. The text messages have been out, all this stuff. But look at this. This is basically 100% unredacted. All right, so you're in for a treat. And then I got something else for you. But you know what? Before I show you this, because it fits in better with what we had gone over, and I just want to show it to you, get it out of the way as well. Bang. This is proof that the whole Russia, guess what? It was Hillary working with Russia as far back as 2009 with the whole reset button, all that BS. Remember that? And guess who was a Russian spy she was working with? Yeah, Michael Steele, the one who wrote the Steele dossier, which ended up being what Comey and Brennan and Rosenstein and all those people who signed all those FISAs and brought them in front of the court and said they had evidence that Trump was doing all this stuff with Russia. And it was all based on this Michael Steele, the person who's named in here. And who's he named by? The FBI. So guess what? Anyone who ever says Russia again with Trump, bring up these documents. When I'm done with the show, I do have to go to a funeral, but later on today, I'll make sure I put them in the comments. Okay? Or you might be able to find them yourself. You probably could. Okay. They just came out. All right. This document is an unclassified summary of classified investigation case. Reports pertaining to counterintelligence. Oh, you guys don't want me looking at it? It's like something's messing with my thing. What was that? This document, all right. I hope they don't shut this down. The counterintelligence investigation referred in footnote 334 of the Department of Justice Inspector General Report review of 4 FISA applications and other aspects of the FBI's Crossfire Hurricane investigation. Because guess what? They had them on a bunch of Trump's people, and guess what? They also had them on Cruz and his people, or one or the other. So, another little thing you could tell people. And when that comes out, I mention it a lot. Okay. FBI prior investigation, Steele dossier source. So this is the Steele dossier source. Okay? With the whole Russia investigation, this is what it's all based on. This is what they went to the FISA court with. Like, you would think there'd be more. Like, they tried saying, no, there was much more than that. Yeah, that was there, but there was much more. Turns out there wasn't. It was just the dossier of this spy. And now, check this out. Between May 2009 and March 2011, the FBI maintained an investigation into the individual who later would be identified as Christopher Steele's primary subsource, the 2009 investigation. As explained below, the FBI commenced this investigation based on information by the FBI indicating that the primary subsource may be a threat to national security. I wonder who that subsource is. If you catch what I'm saying. All right. So they open a preliminary investigation, get to the highlighted portions. Specifically, the FBI, and you guys can read the whole thing. You guys can pause it and read the whole thing. Specifically, the FBI received reporting indicating a research fellow for an influential foreign policy advisor in the Obama administration was at a work-related event in late 2008 with a co-worker when they were approached by another employee of the think tank. The employee reportedly indicated that if the two individuals at the table did get a job in the government and had access to classified information and wanted to make a little extra money, all right, that he knew some people who they could speak to. All right, already trying to recruit information from potential. It's like before when I was in school, or you know what I mean, or no, about to go in school, and I was approached by somebody, and they're like, "Hey, if you want $1 million a year, just tell me some stuff. Once a month we'll meet and you debrief me. Make sure you have $1 million a year." You know what I mean? Like, that's basically what he was doing. And I would have said no. No, I really would have said no. I mean, you betray your country. What about your fan? No. No way. And anyone who doesn't believe me, if I haven't proven I'm a patriot by now, I don't know what to say. Do you guys think anyone donates? Nobody donates anymore. I haven't gotten a donation in about 4 months. I do this because I love it and I want to wake people up, and I know what the hour is, both biblically, politically, socially, in every which way. I mean, we're talking like 1776 type shit. The co-worker. And this Catherine Hetheridge, she's amazing. And guys, like I said, everything I've mentioned, Trump mentions in his speech yesterday, which was amazing. It was awesome. All the stuff I mentioned in yesterday's show and today's show is mentioned by Trump. The co-worker did express suspicion of the employee and had questioned the possibility that the employee might actually be a Russian spy. In December 2016, the FBI crossfire investigation identified, I'm going to lose my mind. This keeps happening. Okay. The FBI commenced this investigation based on information by the FBI indicating that the primary subsource may be... Oh, yeah, we're already way... I'm sorry. Identified the employee as Christopher Steele's primary subsource. So it wasn't Christopher Steele that walked up to it. It was the subsource. So it's not who I thought it was. But he, a source of his was going around. Basically, that's what they do. And any good info he gets, he can give to Steele, and he makes, that much more. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I've never been in the spy world. I've been in the world where we shut up and listen and learn. signals collection. After initiating the investigation, the FBI converted it from a preliminary to a full investigation based on the following open source FBI information. So the FBI, the subsource was identified as an associate of 2 FBI counterintelligence subjects. So right away they're like, oh no. And so I bet you those 2 FBI counterintelligence subjects, dirty. And then down here, if this keeps doing this to me, where are you, Catherine? You know what? And by the way, you guys know I'm at Pill_news. Just so you know. I'm not even gonna write it. All right, so I'm at Pill_news. And the name of it is Red Pill Dispenser instead of dispensary. If you want to come read along or read it quicker yourself, because for some reason it keeps doing that. I don't know why they're not like letting me. I'm going to read it no matter what. So a review of the FBI databases revealed the primary subsource had contact in 2006 with the Russian embassy and known Russian intelligence officers. So the FBI did good work, and they figured all that out. So that's pretty good. And it always says follow the pen, by the way. Now, this is the other side of the pen, so I don't know if that counts, but it's pointing directly at Steele dossier source, which is Christopher Steele. Look at this. Durham, breaking. The primary subsource for the Steele dossier was deemed a possible national security threat and the subject of 2009 FBI counter-intel probe. According to new records, those facts were known to Crossfire Hurricane Team in December 2016 at Lindsey Graham. So they knew this, and now it's not like they knew this. It's like, oh, they knew and they still did it. No, they knew, and because they knew, they did it. That's what you do. Like, that's like the best way to hide is in plain sight. You know what I'm saying? Like, accuse them of what you're doing. And with, I don't want to call the American public dumb, but I will call them asleep. And when people are as asleep as they are and just sitting there staring at their technology and I don't know what they do, play Candy Crush, they're just listening to things, and the news used to be the truth, even though the CIA kind of wasn't. But it was a lot more trustworthy years ago. It always had a touch of a little something, but it was more trustworthy than now, obviously. It's like what it is now is, I don't even know it. I don't even know how anyone can sit there and take it serious. You have been asking us to accelerate this process and provide any additional information related to the reliability of the work of Christopher Steele in the so-called Steele dossier, as long as its release would not compromise U.S. Attorney John Durham's ongoing criminal investigation. So this is to Lindsey Graham. A footnote in the Inspector General report contains information which up to now has been classified and redacted. Not anymore, let's hear it. Bearing on the reliability of the Steele dossier. Basically saying that was the whole thing. The FBI has declassified the relevant portion of that footnote, number 334, which states, you guys ready for some of the redacted stuff, the good stuff? The primary subsource was the subject of an FBI counterintelligence investigation from 2009 to 2011 that assessed his or her documented contacts with suspected Russian intelligence officers. Further, at my request, the FBI has prepared a declassified summary of certain information from counterintelligence investigation of the primary subsource, which I am now providing to the committee. I have consulted with Mr. Durham, who originally brought this information to my attention in the course of his investigation. So he found this anyway. That shows you how thorough this they call him the Bulldog. He's from up here in Boston. He prosecuted Whitey Bulger, and you know what I mean? This guy's no joke. And he has informed me that disclosure of the information, and he's a straight shooter, informed me that don't, you know. It's really getting under my skin. It's alright, guys. Keep doing that. I know you're having trouble doing what you were doing before after the new software I put in. Idiots. Keep messing around. Alright, is this even where we were? No, it's not. It's not. Not at all. Okay. So Durham flag subsource. This is her writing. Her handwriting. Flag subsource subject FBI investigation. So he caught wind of it. He uncovered it. Will not interfere with he doesn't want this to interfere with his criminal investigation because, there's so many stupid things where the case can get thrown out because, for instance, if they dirty up Christopher Steele too much, it might make it tough to prosecute him or anyone to do with him. I believe. He just wants it by the book. So information will not interfere with his criminal investigation. Okay. I also alerted the DNI to certain classified information possession of the intelligence community also brought to my attention by Mr. Durham, which bears upon the FBI's knowledge concerning the reliability of the dossier, meaning they knew it was 100% not reliable. And to take it 1,000 steps further, they knew it was bullshit and only being used as a political weapon. That dragged this country through that whole Mueller BS, which was really a way to try to cover some more shit up. And they found that out too. It's all coming out. They're all going down. And everyone who made a bet with me, if I bet you 50, I'd like that in tens. All right. Why, I don't know. All right. So what FBI knew the viability of the dossier? Okay. I'm always looking around with these because look at this. Where are they pointing? Primary subsource. This primary subsource seems to be, but you follow the pen. That's what you always do. Always follow the pen with this stuff. All right, check this out. 2006, In 2005, primary subsource contact Russian intelligence officer. In September 2006, the primary subsource was in contact with a known officer. FBI information further identified in 2005 the primary subsource making contact with a Washington, D.C. based Russian officer. It was noted that the Russian officer and primary subsource seemed very familiar with each other. Yeah. So, and this is when they say subsource, they mean subsource to steal. Okay. Or potentially steal himself. Because in a way, everyone's a subsource, but it seems like they're talking about the same guy every time, as a primary subsource. Just give me 1 second. Get a coffee, because we're gonna finish this document, and then we got the brand new, just came out, not the text messages, but Strzok page. They tried to talk in giraffes on Google. That's the chatter I've heard. Not confirmed, but that's the chatter. But what is confirmed is the documents. So. No, when I'm done, I'll iron them. Because I have a certain way I like to do it. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Because I have a certain way, ever since the military, I iron things a certain way. Yeah. Alright. So, one individual, okay, this is where we were. So, as part of the investigation, the FBI conducts interviews with the primary subsource's associates, and one individual indicated that the primary subsource was not anti-American, but wanted to return to Russia one day. Another described the primary subsource as pro-Russia and indicated she always interjected Russian opinions during policy discussions. So it sounds like, that those are kind of like opposing views, but both views do show a pro-Russia. Only one shows a pro-American. So I'll go with the pro-Russian on that one. And it's hard not to like America. I mean, but it sounds like he's Russian. Like that's his, his family's from Russia. So, yeah. The interviewee's knowledge of a particular military. What is this? While both stated that they did not recall the primary subsource asking directly about their access to classified information, one interviewee did note that the primary subsource persistently asked about the interviewee's knowledge of a particular military vessel. Wow. I think I know what they're talking about. You guys remember that Russian submarine? And they called them all heroes. They all died. Remember that? No, because this is too long ago. Because this is in 2005. No, forget it. Scratch that. Sounds like he was trying to find out about some whether it be a stealth bomb or, I don't know, some type of aircraft or submarine or vessel makes me think ship, but I don't know. That could be anything. A vessel can be anything. Okay, so consider she has such. I hate her hand. What does that say? Closure of the investigation. Consideration to reopening to returned, if returned, U.S. Let me read this first. In July 2020, the field office initiated a request for the Pfizer authorized coverage, which seems legit in this type of situation, which is why they have it. But then it's used in dirty ways, like it was by Hussein. Obama. Investigators subsequently learned, well, really the whole cabinet too, and Biden, all of them. And then signing off, then you got Comey, then you got Brennan, then you got Rosenstein. They're all screwed. It's just a matter of who's talking and who's not. And who they don't even care. They're probably dying to talk. They're probably begging to talk. But no deals. All right, there's certain people, no deals. Investigators subsequently learned that the primary subsource departed the U.S. Oh, okay, so that's what you're saying. Okay, so departed the United States in September 2010. Further determined that the visa was not renewed. Because the primary subsource had apparently left the United States, the FBI withdrew the Pfizer application request and closed the investigation because the FBI is only for this country, which is why the Five Eyes helps. And if somebody who was watching yesterday giving great information is here, yeah, Five Eyes came from Project Echelon. And I won't go any further because that's all about signals collection, and that's what I did in the Navy, and I just don't want to say anything. I've never, ever, ever said anything that from my experience in the Navy. All I talk about is what I uncover. All right. Did you hear me, guys? You can stop messing around. Oh, this is like ridiculous. We got that one. Letter to the Honorable Graham disclose that information will not interfere with this investigation, and the department otherwise defers to the DNI concerning the handling of this information. William P. Barr. All right, so we're saying, hey, even if they do disclose it, it's not going to hamper the investigation. So that's that. Now, pen's pointing. It looks like it's going to Lindsey Graham. That's not a pen, though. So I don't see any pens in this one. And the reason I say that is, the Midnight Riders always talk about follow the pen. And that's exactly what I'm doing. Trying to see this, because she's right in on it. But anyway, I have too much to do. So that, my friends, is the truth. So Hillary's buddy, who she paid through Fusion GPS to make the Steele dossier and make up a bunch of stuff about Trump, turns out he was a Russian spy, and she was the one working with the Russians since 2009, and most likely before, but at least what they can prove back to 2009, at least what they're releasing so far. All right. So next time someone says Russia, they don't even, they know Russia's BS by now. But why isn't all the news screaming Russia, Russia, Russia about Hillary and the Democrats? Why aren't they doing that? I don't get it. I'm confused. And George Soros. And what they did to Albania. Or attempted to do. To be honest, I don't know if they were successful with that. Okay, guys, ready? Here we go. Let me think 1 second. Okay, here we go. $412, $411. Okay, so this is between Strzok and Page. So we got outbox, inbox. Maybe we'll be able to figure out who's who. All right. Idea of his. He was there when I sat in with D the first time, then JB. And if you guys can figure out any initials while I'm reading, feel free to write it in the comments. Which reminds me, let me check the comments. That's what I'm saying, Tiger Club. That's what they did. They used the draft. Exactly. That's 100% correct. So like you can like for instance, I have Wise Guy Sport. I can use both and speak basically through draft. I can do the same thing with Amanda. That's how they did it. Devin Archer. Who else? And by the way, welcome to everybody new here. Everyone, please subscribe. I'm telling you, this channel, we've broken so many